Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel here at commaikEnglish. Today in this video I want to work on my pool again. Specifically, I want to install an automatic pool controller which monitors the water quality and adjusts it automatically. For this I bought the BAYROL Automatic chlorine-pH control system. This device measures the water quality and automatically pumps chlorine and pH liquid into the pool as needed. How the whole thing works, how to install the device into the existing piping, that's what I want to show you in this video. Stay tuned, we're starting right now. Why do I need an automatic dosing system? Why do I need an automatic pool controller? The pool you see behind me, it's cleaned with chlorine and disinfected with chlorine. The chlorine levels are between 1 and 3, so they're absolutely fine. And for the chlorine to work properly, the pH level must also be right. It should be between 7 and 7.2. With pH+, I regularly raise my pH level to this level, but at the latest with the next rain shower, the whole thing drops again, down to 6.5 to 6.6. The alkalinity, which is the water stability that keeps this pH level steady, is relatively constant at 90, so it's also in the range where it belongs. Still, my water values are not always optimal. This is also evident in the fact that despite the pool robot, despite the chlorine dosing system, despite the UV lamp, I sometimes have green spots in the corners where algae are developing. Up until now, I've always read the water values with my AquaCheck, this device, dip the test strip in the water and then place it on. Then I can read the results. What are the chlorine levels? What's the pH level or the alkalinity? It's always shown that simply the wrong pH level ensures that the chlorine can't work properly at all. But now I also have no time and no desire to regularly measure and adjust the pH levels. That's why I just want to automate it. I've already automated the pool control, the lights, everything with Shelly's, and via Alexa everything is voice controlled. So why not the water quality? To be able to control the water quality automatically, I'm relying on the BAYROL Automatic chlorine-pH. This device is also available exclusively for chlorine and exclusively for pH. I decided on the combination. This control unit is relatively expensive, but I hope to save a lot of work in the future through it and also to improve the water quality in the long term. On the underside, there are plenty of connections for the sensors, including a pH sensor and a chlorine sensor. These sensors are installed in the existing pool piping and continuously measure the water values. If the device now determines that the pH levels are too low compared to the target values I specify, it controls via this pump an inflow from the canister and thus increases the pH level of the water. When the device detects that the chlorine levels are too low, it controls the chlorine flow and can also increase it. Both work completely autonomously and independently of each other, and I'm really curious to see if I can get it running that well in practice. The installation of the control unit and also the sensors and the injection units directly into the existing pool piping, I'll show you right now here in my pool house. Both the sensors and the injection units are installed into the pipes using these clamps, which means the clamp is screwed around the pipe from below and above, and then a hole is drilled into the existing pipe of the pool plumbing, and that's where these sensors are then installed. For example, this one here. This is the sensor that measures the water flow. So the system only runs when the water is actually in motion. However, besides the flow sensor, the pH sensor, the chlorine sensor, and of course the 2 injection units, possibly even a temperature sensor, at least 5 of these clamps. And they would naturally take up a lot of space in width and also increase the risk if a clamp is attached incorrectly that the system will leak. So I've decided to use the installation kit from BAYROL, this one here, which is also relatively expensive. Feel free to check out the links I've put below the video to see how much a part like this actually costs. But the advantage of this device is that besides the 2 injection units, I can also install both sensors and of course the flow meter, the water flow meter and everything in a very compact area. Here below the pool is my equipment shed, where among other things my sand filter system operates, which I run with filter glass and of course various other technical units such as the automatic control for my solar heating, my UV lamp, or here the chlorine dosing unit. I've switched off the pool pump briefly so you can hear me better and so I can better explain to you exactly what I'm planning here. Down here you can see the UV lamp, which sterilizes the water with UV light. That's definitely staying because it has served me well. Additionally, I have my chlorine feeder up here, which is filled with 200-gram tablets that gradually dissolve and are released into the water. In the middle is another pipe that's completely unused, and this is where I originally wanted to install my sensors and injectors, but you can see that it's getting quite tight if I want to use the space above as well. That's why I've changed my plan and will completely remove the chlorine feeder. I've decided to open up the piping here where the two shutoff valves are already located. I'm going to install a new pipe here with the exact length of the two shutoff valves, and here in the middle this installation box will then be installed. The advantage of this construction is that I can take the pipes out completely and just replace them with the other unit respectively. I can of course also do the whole thing during ongoing operation because I can stop the water flow at any time via these shutoff valves, can work on the pipes here, while the water can continue to flow normally through the other two pipes. So I don't have to drain the water in the pool to be able to work here. I screwed the control unit directly to my OSB board, and I can now take care of connecting the hoses and also the cables for the electrical supply or the sensors. The power supply for the control unit is via a 220 volt Schuko plug. The protection behind it is ensured via a 30 milliamp residual current circuit breaker. Additionally, you have a second cable that is on the right side. With this, you can control your pool pump to ensure that the device only runs while the water is also circulating. I will now first connect the two injection hoses, which pump the agent into the piping, here to the two pumps. On these pumps, you have the inlets on the left side, which pull the agent, so the pH plus or the chlorine agent, out of the canisters. And on the right side, this agent is then brought into this construction. So I will now shorten my hoses accordingly. That is, for one, the hose for the chlorine on the left side. I'll leave a little slack, just cut it off here now with the side cutter, nice and clean. Then this small screw connection is carefully opened, and at this point the hose inserted. Pushed on and screwed tight. All screw connections on the device should be tight, hand tight, please without tools, because after tight regularly comes off. Next, I will install the flow meter. I purchased that separately. It is not included as standard with either the construction kit or the control unit. With this device, which is screwed directly into the 3/4 inch opening here, you have a marking. The direction marking, which is applied here, which means I have to insert this sensor like this, and whenever the water flows, this switch is moved, gives a corresponding signal to the control unit, and the control unit is thus aware that the water is in motion. The extraction unit goes on the left side of the two pumps. This is of course included in the set and looks like this. You have the cap for the large canisters. Down there is a float that always hangs at the bottom, so comes with a certain weight, and the other end of the hose is then attached here at the pH inlet or the chlorine inlet. The two containers for the chlorine and my pH liquid, I've placed them in a box. I put a board underneath at the back to get a bit of a slope so that the probes at the opening are always hanging directly in the liquid. I've already marked the length of the hose accordingly. And the pH probe also simply goes into the container. Just gently place it inside, then screw the lid on tightly to make sure it is secure. This helps ensure that everything is sealed properly and the probe is ready for use. Then the supply of both chlorine and pH is already set up. Via the pump that rotates inside here, the liquid is sucked in and then passed through the hoses into the two injection units. All that's missing now are the two sensors, which, as you can see, are also installed right here in this location. And these particular sensors actually come in a separate box. They are color-coded, so you can't mix anything up. And for these sensors to work as they should, they are immersed in a special liquid here. And when you take your system out of service in winter, there's a special cleaning fluid for it. where these sensors must be removed in winter and stored in this cleaning solution. So these parts should definitely not dry out, but always stay nice and moist. According to my research, it is quite possible to use such a sensor for a period of 4 to 5 years if you don't handle them so carefully or the water quality isn't quite right somewhere. The nozzles might also get clogged and the sensors don't want to cooperate properly. It could also be that you have to replace them annually. You can of course buy replacement sensors. Feel free to look under the video in the description. I'll link everything there for you. But you should be aware, this isn't a cheap hobby. They cost a lot of money. Before the system can be put into operation, the water must be correctly adjusted beforehand. That means a chlorine value of 1 to 1.5 pH, between 7 and 7.4, and the alkalinity should be at least 80. I measured the values again myself. I have a pH value of 7.1. The alkalinity is at 100, both in the proper range. The chlorine value is given to me as 7, even though I haven't added fresh chlorine for days. I'll measure that again, because that should also be fine by now. I have the BAYROL Automatic chlorine-pH dosing system installed here in my pool and connected the components to the pipes using this construction kit. This entire component, I can loosen this pipe again using the union nuts. I can take it out and, if needed, reinstall my chlorine dosing system. In the construction kit, I now have the sensors for pH, for chlorine, the flow meter, and the 2 injection nozzles that introduce the liquid into the pool piping. The whole thing is controlled via the computer. It has its connections down here and the 2 pumps. When the device notices that the pH value isn't right, or rather that the chlorine levels aren't correct, then this rotary pump turns through these rubber hoses and sucks. Then via these hoses from the chlorine container or the pH container, it pulls the liquid out and releases it into the water here. What's also important for me to tell you is that this paddle switch, which measures the flow, is a useful thing, because the injection should only take place when the water is in motion. What I unfortunately didn't manage to do is to use this system exclusively with this flow meter. My goal had been for the flow meter to give the signal, attention, water is running, and the device automatically recognizes that the pump is on. I just couldn't get that to work. Did a bit of research and found out that additionally this second cable, which is supposed to be short-circuited with the pump circuit, that this is definitely necessary. I connected that to my pump's electrical circuit, meaning whenever the pump is activated via the timer, the device is also informed about it, and only then does the paddle switch function kick in. That means I have a redundant system, but in the end I could have just saved myself this switch, which costs over 100 euros, quite easily. In my research I naturally found a few things that you could bypass the whole thing here in the device, but honestly, I'm not buying an expensive control unit here just to tinker around with the electronics. So if you have an idea how I can remove this cable again, so that you don't really need it, so it works exclusively via this paddle switch, feel free to write a comment under the video and give me a tip on how to solve this more simply. The installation of this automatic dosing system took about half a day. With a bit of calm and skill, it's not rocket science at all. The system is currently running, everything in the green zone with a pH value of 6.9 or a redox value of 713. Neither is optimal yet. The pH value should be 7.2, the redox value should be at 720, because the redox value doesn't indicate the actual chlorine in the water, but the oxidation capacity, meaning the ability to kill germs, and that is read via the electrical voltage. 720 millivolts should be the goal. But what I noticed, and this is the big mistake I made here, is that the chlorine agents that are fed in here are already alkaline themselves. This means with every addition of chlorine, the pH level is automatically raised as well. I had assumed that my water generally has a pH level that's too low, so I also bought my canister of pH plus liquid. This means that the pH plus liquid raises the water levels, and additionally the chlorine will also raise the pH level. At some point I'll definitely be outside of this range, outside of the 7.2 pH level, and the chlorine won't be active anymore. It simply won't work anymore. For this reason I've already ordered a new canister with pH minus, and then the pH minus will automatically lower the value to 7.2, while the chlorine with this alkaline carrier liquid will pull the pH level back up again. Bottom line, it should definitely work then. At the moment, I'm helping myself with additional pH powder until the new delivery arrives. Make sure you don't make the same mistake I did. What else can I say about it? There will definitely be a follow-up video because I want to show you in a bit more detail how the setup in the app works, as well as the functions that you have here in the device, or rather that you can control via the app. The app itself is available as a free download, showing you the pH level as well as this redox value at all times. The setup is a bit tricky, I definitely have to say that. It doesn't work via Bluetooth pairing. Wi-Fi done, no, you have to read a code on the side. You have to log into the BAYROL web portal, register the system there. You'll get a second registration code, which you then have to enter in the app to link the whole thing via the cloud. In my opinion, simple is something else entirely. But oh well, it works for now and I'd like to show it to you. What I also want to show you next time is the installation of the temperature sensor, which I've also already gotten. It will of course be installed right at the front, already at the pool return, and will then also be integrated here so that I can check the pool temperature directly via the app and don't have to run down every time to look at the thermometer. Now it's your turn. I'm looking forward to your feedback, to your opinion on such an automatic dosing station. Would that be something for you? Would you be willing to spend that much money on it? Feel free to write me a comment about what you think of it. Give me some feedback on how you do it. I'm definitely looking forward to that, and also to the exchange with each other. If my video helped you, give me a thumbs up. I'm really happy about that too. And I think there will definitely be a second video. And if you want to be there, then definitely subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Until the next video, take care. Bye.